is where we're going to be filming our first impressions of the Evil Wreckoning LB. This is the 2020 version. So yeah, we're filming at the Burbs. It's a sweet little trail system, like 5 minutes away from my house in Las Vegas. Super nice. Yeah, I know there's a good amount of techie trails you can get to, but right now we're hitting one of the sweet little mellow ones. The climb's pretty chill. It's pretty short too. You just got to get to the very top of those power lines in the very back. It's probably about another 25 minutes. And the sun's gonna go down in probably about 40. So timing's just about right. Might get a little bit of golden hour footage too. But yeah, so far, well, this is honestly my first 29er. I've rocked a 27.5 since I first started riding. And then about a year and a half ago, I wanted to switch over to 29 right after I test rode a, I think it was a switchblade? Yeah, pivot switchblade. Super sweet little short travel 29, right about my speed, because I'm not really racing anymore, so there's no need for any real big travel bikes. So that thing was so fun, so playful, so nimble. Even being a 29er, like that first day on it, I don't even think I could ride a 27.5 that fast. But now, within the last couple months, my last bike was a 2018 Gypsy. And that thing, yeah, that thing was 27.5. Fucking great bike, but wasn't my size. And I mean, like I said, I really wanted a, I really hope we're going the right way, like I said. I've only ridden this place like, I don't know, like 3 times. But yeah, I don't know. Guess we'll find out. It's kind of the middle of the desert. But as long as I end up somewhere, those poles in the very back, I think we're gonna do all right. But yeah, so that was my GFC. Loved it, but it was just one of those things like, yeah, I need to get back on a bike. So just looked on Pink Bike, and then anything that looked somewhat good for me, I just wanted to steal that and just start riding again finally. And I mean, like I said, that bike was great to me. And then had to pick up a little truck and then sold that. And then after working a bit, was able to come up for the money for a new bike. Didn't expect me to get it so fast, but I was able to come up on a my size 29er. Travel, I don't even care, man. It was those two main things I was wanting to get, and 2020 if I could. This has a little bit better resale value, you know, when I want to sell it again next year, because bikes these days, man, they're a little bit harder to sell. But yeah, man, so that's why we're rocking on the new Wreckoning. And this thing is sweet. We're gonna get a little bit more seat time pedaling up the climb on this thing, and I'll let you know my true first initial thoughts. First off, man, my endurance just shot way down. Not having to ride for over a month or two, endurance really kicks in and you just get caught up with everyday things in life. You know, yeah, a weight train here and there, but you need that pedal skills, man. That's the whole other half of mountain biking. But anyways, so far, really loving this bike. I mean, I'm not too good with the technical side of what a mountain bike is, I guess you could say. Certain things, you know, like lower bottom bracket, higher bottom bracket, seat tube angle, how slack it is. I'm not too good with knowing the difference. I'm just kind of a rider that just likes to just get on a bike, and somebody tells me it's fast, I mean, I'll try and see if it's fast. But for the most part, I think I understand what people are saying with the shorter chainstay. I can definitely tell it's a lot easier to wheelie, especially because a couple days ago I was trying my buddy's new Specialized Enduro, the 2021, with the with the shock mounted at the very bottom by the bottom bracket. And just the difference right there is insane. Just how long that bike is and how short this is. For me, like I said, I'm not racing anymore. I don't need anything capable of stabilizing me at 50 miles an hour or anything with 170 miles of travel. I mean, this thing at 160 is more than enough for me. I would be perfectly fine with a bike like this, you know, until I want something either shorter traveled or a little bit more. But yeah, so far this is perfect just because, like I said, I like the nimbleness, and coming off of bikes that were, you know, that was what they were about, you know, they're smaller bikes, a lot easier to maneuver, being 27.5. So this is kind of the closest thing to 27.5 as I can get. The 29er with the shorter chainstay, I mean, it's perfect. And this thing climbs exactly like how I'd expect, just slightly better than a 27.5. This kind of feels like you're, I don't know, you're just kind of moving more as the more you pedal. You know, 27.5, you could tell this thing just definitely has more rolling power. I mean, I haven't taken this thing down yet, but I can see the 29-inch wheels carrying me as I'm very slowly climbing up this mountain. But yeah, the suspension platform was one of the bigger things that I noticed. I have not gotten any bob, I guess as some people would call it, you know, as you're climbing up, your suspension kind of moving through its travel. I mean, I could obviously lock it out, but I like to feel the trail as I'm climbing up. And I honestly don't like that really stiff feel of climbing with it locked out. But then again, there goes why most people hate that bob that some suspension platforms give. So I totally understand that. And this thing, to me, definitely one of the better ones that I've ridden, because I've ridden a couple other bikes where it does feel like that. You know, the Jeffsy was kind of on that same kind of thing. Oh, just a lot of my other 27.5 bikes, I mean, I haven't ridden no Specialized or anything super duper high end, but I've ridden some great bikes, and I can just tell just off climbing, I mean, for me being really out of shape and not having the best endurance right now, this thing is going to be really good for me, and I think it's going to pull that speed right out of me. But I couldn't find my pump, so I think we're going to have to go slower today, sadly. So I'm going to try and keep it a little bit more mellow. I mean, not riding for so long and not racing anymore, training, riding as much, you know, I'm not too fast. But man, as long as I get back into riding and I feel fit and enjoy the ups and downs of mountain biking, oh man, am I freaking stoked on getting back on a bike. So that was about perfect timing. We just got to the top of the climb. As you can see, there's the telephone poles right there. Now we're about to start the descent. All right, so we're about to start this downhill. I'm really excited for it, just to see how good this bike is going to be able to corner. This trail's pretty fast and has some really fun corners to it, you know, nothing too crazy, but it's really fun from the couple times that I've ridden it. My expectations for this bike, I mean, just being 29, I think it's going to be really fast. Short chainstay. I feel like it's going to be pretty nimble and pretty fun to manual and stuff. I mean, I'm not too good at manualing, but we're going to see. Oh yeah, we just fucking dug that rim into that rock. Alright, I gotta go slower, I forgot. cornering seems pretty good. Jumping, pretty good. It's a pretty light bike. Cornering, jumping seem pretty good. Not the best at manualing, but we can all try, right? It's pretty pedally in some sections, so kind of hard for me, at least, not being too fit. Bravo. What's up, guys? Rob. Oh shit. This thing definitely rolls faster. I mean, not pedaling much as I'm going through this trail. My 27.5s would definitely be just, all right, you want to pedal? We'll go slow then. This bike's like, nah, man, you don't got to pedal. I'll take it where you want. Super fun, yeah, super nimble, definitely. Cornering isn't, I mean, I can't even tell a difference. I don't know if that's me not being on a bike at all in a couple months, but I just don't feel a difference in cornering. It could be that shorter chainstay. So that was pretty much the end of that trail. I mean, I love this bike on it. It was super fast when I didn't need a pedal. And when I pedaled, I mean, it would just go. But like I said, the endurance, I'm not trying to haul balls the whole time, throw a KOM. But just from riding down, man, and it's just, feels really good. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Pretty good, man, pretty good. See, nice, cool dudes. Wow. Ooh, pretty loose. Oh, this is sick. Cool little jumps. These look like some scrub jumps. Not a very good scrubber. But not knowing how to manual, I mean, this thing just pops up. I can imagine with the proper manual specialist, they can go make this thing go for days. Wow. Oh, I was gonna, it's over here. Nothing much besides a big old rock. Well, damn, this ride was dope. And this bike was even doper, to be honest. I'm super stoked on it, man. The first impressions, to me, were really good. I mean, obviously, nobody's gonna tell themselves that they bought themselves a shitty purchase. So, even if I'm a little bit lying to myself, I have a good feeling I'm not, because man, this bike is just super sweet. I mean, 29er, been wanting it for so long, and the hype was definitely real, especially with a bike like this. Coming from a 27.5, I mean, what I loved about those bikes was just how playful it could be. And this bike is just as playful with being on 29, faster rolling wheels, better at climbing. I couldn't tell a difference in cornering, to be honest. Like I said, that could just be me being off a bike. But I really love this bike, and I'm really excited to do probably a more in-depth bike check on kind of what I got going on here. Might do a little tweaks here and there, but for the most part, I think this bike's gonna be really good. And definitely do maybe a after review after a couple months and what I really think about the bike. But so far, I think it's gonna suit me pretty well, at least just getting back into riding and staying fit again. Just trying to get as fast as possible, just so I can have some fun out here, man. There's some great riding, and I'm super excited to explore here. That's what I'm also excited to do with this channel, is just do a little bit more exploring and showing people where they can go, exact directions, post up trail forks and bio, all of that good stuff. I mean, that's exactly what I wanted to like find out right when I got down here was, all right, I want to ride this looks awesome. And then they don't even post trail forks at least, so it's like, okay, well that looks cool, but how can I get there? And you don't end up riding there. So my thing is to just explore Las Vegas and every other place that I'm able to ride as much as I can, and just so everybody feels that exact same stoke I ride on that exact same trail. So I'm excited with that, and so many more other little content things as I start to post more videos to this channel, and just a little channel to post the little fun things that I like to do. I mean, I have a decent amount of hobbies that I really enjoy, so I'm excited to just start making cool videos as I learn to work up with this GoPro and learn the settings here and there, and maybe buy a camera in the future. But this will definitely do me for now. But man, was this bike sweet. Alrighty guys, catch you later.